Hi guys, I'm back with another mini album. Actually, this is part one of two. I used the paper collection from Prima Heaven Sent, and it's kind of a retro vintage kind of baby collection. And what I did was I made a baby girl album and a baby boy album. This will be part one. I'll show the baby girl album, and in the next video I'll have the baby boy album. I did want to mention and say hi to Terry from Terry's Scrapbooks. Of course, she makes beautiful scrapbooks, and she did have a tutorial for her Mon Amour Mini Album, and I used that tutorial to create this one. So I wanted to say thanks again to Terry for such a great tutorial. I will link it below if anybody else is interested in making an album of their own. So for this paper collection, the Prima Heaven Sent, I purchased 2 paper pads and the Say It in Crystals, the ephemera pack, and the journaling cards. So I had a lot to work with, and actually I had more than enough to make a boy and a girl album. So I just split the papers up by color and started making the albums. So I started off with the girls album, and right here on the side I used some rosette trim from, I think I got it at Walmart. This back here is part of the paper collection. Actually, it's the part that you cut off of the strip of paper at the top, like the branding strip, but instead of having branding, they had the reverse side of what the paper on the back would look like. And I thought that Hello Baby section was really cute, so I kept it and used it as a piece for the front cover here. I have some pink vellum underneath, and it's layered again with some brown. And this is a little journaling card on the front here and I went and I put a bunch of gold sparkles everywhere. Also, the Welcome Baby is I used glossy accents just to give it some shine. And this is a Prima flower, and so is this one. And the rest of them are from Walmart. No, sorry, from Michael's. These little ribbons here are from Michael's as well. And this little guy came from the ephemera pack. And I used some pearl trim on the side with this cute little lace ribbon that I got from Michael's, and I had this lace in my stash, so I just added it on for just some extra. So for the spine here, I don't know if it's in focus, I hope so. Pretty much I did the same thing. I used the trims on the sides and the rosette trim in the middle, and I also used a seam binding bow just to add some interest to it. So for the reverse side, again, it's the same as the front. I have the rosette trim here and the continuation of the ribbons over here with the pearls. And this right here was from the ephemera pack. It's a vellum just die cut that I put on the back, where you can write a date or a name or whatever you like. So to get into the album, I used a ribbon tie on the side, and it's a seam binding, just the same as the one on the spine, but this one here I sprayed it with glimmer mist, and I kind of like the effect that turned out. It turned out a really nice pale pink. So for the first page over here, I used one of the larger images on the paper pad, and I cut that out to use as my focal image for the opening of this little booklet, and it says "Loving the Moment." I really love the hot air balloon. It's really pretty. And this is magnetized, and it opens up like that for room for a couple pictures. Right here is another piece from the ephemera pack, and I just put that there if somebody wanted to write a date or a name. I used a little gold ribbon right here to hold this closed. So it opens up like this. Right here I have a photo mat, so it's a nice size for a large picture. And it's also a pocket that holds another piece from the ephemera pack that you can put some journaling on the back. And this little card right here that says Dream Big Little One. And I love the little deer, it's so cute. And you can just put a picture on the back or on the front if you want as well. So that slides in there. For the edges, I did use a Fisker's punch. It's a heart kind of lacy Fisker's border punch, and I thought that would be a nice trim for a little girl. So that opens up like this, and down here I have a photo mat right here. It's just plain, and it's tucked behind a belly band. And there's a little stopper right here that I used a sticker with a cardstock piece underneath. And the belly band was made from that border trim again. And I did add a little ephemera piece right here that says welcome. So on this side right here, I do have two spaces for photos. I made another little photo mat right here that just gets slid in right here. And right over here I used a sticker, and I mounted it on some cardstock and popped it up and added a little crystal right there. And this right here is the inside of this flap, and it has a large photo mat right here, and I used a vellum die cut image from the ephemera pack right here. I did leave it open so you can tuck your photo behind. So that is the first page. So the second page right here is a waterfall. I have a magnet stop right here. I used a sticker from the sticker sheet and mounted it onto cardstock. It says special delivery. And this opens up. I put the welcome baby cut apart right here. You can put a nice little date there. And here are some crystals. And then the waterfalls open up like this. And there is this nice, they had some 6x6 cut aparts in the paper collection, and this was one of them, and I really liked it. So I thought I'd mat that on a photo mat, and the back is plain for you to add some photos. And that just slides in here. I have a little sticker that I put on a piece of cardstock to act as kind of like a stopper just for that, and I added a little crystal. So on to the next page, I have this shiny ribbon that holds this little booklet closed, and I used some of the cut aparts from the paper collection to create a little booklet right here. So it says Precious Little Miracle, and you can put two little pictures inside, and on the back it says today, and you can do some journaling. So I thought that was kind of cute. These little flower vellum die cuts were from the ephemera pack, and I used them kind of like a little tuck spot for these small little booklets. This one here is just a small little card, and it says Heaven Sent, and it was really nice. They have some really sturdy cards in the back of the paper pad that you can cut apart. This was one of them, so I just put that right here. So that closes up. And then down here I used this one of the stickers from the sticker sheet, and it says love, and I backed it on cardstock and added some foam dimensional tape just to pop it up a little bit. Back in the pocket there's a few little photo mats. So there's this one here, there's this one that's a little bit bigger, and then there's this one that's kind of like a tag size. Here again, this is what I meant by keeping the top of the branding strip. I really liked how that went together, and it says hello baby. So I just kind of, I didn't cut off the branding strip. I left it on and incorporated it into my photo mat, just to give a nice little border at the top, and I thought that was kind of cute. So I did that throughout the book in various places, and also with the little boys mini album that I'll show next. So that just all goes back in here. So the next page right here, this is another one of those 6x6 cut aparts from the sheet. I did use a sticker that says hello you, and that's from the sticker sheet. I used some of the Prima flowers right here and here. I used a couple little crystals there, and I thought this would be nice where you can fill in some information about the baby. So that opens out like this, and I will try to center it. And there's room for 2 photos on these mats, and there is a little pocket back here for another one of those cards. And I backed this one on cardstock, so you can put a picture on the back of this or do some journaling. Here's another sticker that I mounted onto cardstock, and I raised with foam adhesive. I did add another little crystal right here. On this side here, this page, or this section right here, I just left plain. I thought it would be nice to add some, a large picture right there. It's magnetized and it opens out. And in here I have a photo mat. It's plain on the back, and it slides back in here. And I used a sticker right here to create a belly band that says memories. And right down here is a flower. I think I cut this out myself. I'm pretty sure I've just fussy cut this out and backed it onto cardstock to use as a stopper. And in the pocket right here are 3 mats, and I used the journaling cards, or actually these are the cut aparts from the paper collection. So there's this one, my little one, I will protect you forever, and then there's room for a photo. The Heaven Sent, and the littlest feet make the biggest footprints in our hearts, loving the moment. I thought those were really cute. So you can put a photo on top of it if you'd like, or just on the back sides. So those just get tucked in there. And there is one more photo tag right here. It's quite long, so you can probably fit a couple small photos there, and maybe a longer one here. And I used this die cut as a stopper. So on to the next page here. For this page I just left plain. I really like this image right here down in the corner, so I thought maybe if you wanted to put a small photo up there or do some journaling on this page, that would be really nice. There is a little photo booklet in here, and this is one of my favorite parts of Terry's album, is the extra little mini photo album that she includes in the pocket here. So what I did here was, again, I left the branding strip at the top, and I just matted the whole piece right on here. I added a little photo mat right there, and it can slide under the little deer. And this was an ephemera piece, so it opens up, and right here I have a journaling card that says love, and this whole thing opens up, and on this side here I made a little tag out of one of the cut aparts, and I just tucked that in here. And this right here is a sticker that says love, and I backed it onto cardstock just for a stopper. There are 3 mats in here, and they're all the same. So I did the script on one side and plain on the back, and they fit in right here. I'm really loving this border punch, just with the edges. It just looks so pretty with the hearts. It just gives it that extra elegance and softness to the album. And here is one more photo mat, and that's plain on the back. And I used another ephemera piece just to act as a tuck spot. So that's the little mini album that gets put back into its little pocket. On the next page right here, I have another little half page that flips out. This ribbon right here was from the Michaels $1.50 bin. It came with a bunch of different ribbon on it, and they actually matched really well with this paper collection, so I used a lot of it in here. So that just opens up, and there's a pocket down here, and I did use a tag in here, made it a larger photo mat, and that just gets tucked back in here. And this is a sticker from the sticker sheet, and it says Heaven Sent. It's mounted on cardstock, and it's popped up with adhesive, with foam adhesive, and I used some more of the little Prima flowers. This right here is a nice large photo mat, and it also has a tag in the side, or a smaller photo mat. You can add some more pictures too. And that just closes over like this. This page right here is an envelope, and I love this little envelope page. I think it's so cute. What a great idea to put the envelope on the actual page. I decorated it a little bit with, I used a doily on the back, and then I cut out a doily shape out of one of the, I think it was the journaling cards, and I placed that image on foam adhesive. Here's another sticker layered on cardstock and foam adhesive, and you can put date, name, whatever you'd like right here. And I did add some other doilies around the sides. It's a nice ribbon, and a nice large photo mat right here. This one I think is 5 by 7. So that just fits back in here. And on the last page, I do have another waterfall. I reversed it just for some interest. I did use another sticker right here, layered on cardstock with a crystal. It is magnetized, so that opens up. I put another little, I think this was from the cut aparts, just to give some interest for the first page. And then these open up like this for lots of pictures. And I have 3 little cut apart tags in here. So Precious Little Miracle, Favorite Photos, and I don't know what heaven looks like or feels like, but you, my sweet child, just your existence makes me feel like I'm in heaven every day. I love you. So I thought those were cute, and you can put pictures or journaling on the reverse side. And I also used this, not sure if I cut this out or if it was actually one of the die cut embellishments from the ephemera pack, but I used that as a tuck spot right there. So that closes up like that. So that is the version of my baby album for the little girl. I hope you stay tuned and watch the second album, because it's very much alike but different in a lot of ways. It's a little more masculine, it has a lot more blues, and yeah, and some of the pages are different too. I put them in different orders, but I hope you enjoyed this video walkthrough, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!